big stretch. Big stretch. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to talk about C-section. 24 weeks. My darling, can mummy do her video, or are you going to talk the whole way through? Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Alex finally came home and took Ava because she was just playing up. She did not want mommy to make this video, basically. But I'm here to answer all of your questions and all of your thoughts and just tell you the whole process of what happens before, during, and after a C-section. All the way from the beginning to the recovery, because I am officially 1 month. So yes, I hope this video gives you some clarity. Let's get into it before Ava wakes up again. Let's go. So first of all, what is C-section? Let's start. Basically, they make a little incision, they grab that baby, they cut that baby out, boom, clap, it is done. Quick and easy, lol. They basically cut your baby out your stomach. Sounds scary, but it actually wasn't that scary. Would I do a C-section again? Yes, 100% I would do it again. And hopefully throughout this video you would understand why I would do it again, because I'm good. So let's talk about the prep and how they prep you and my experience when getting prepped, basically. So as we all know from my birth vlog, I had a emergency C-section. So all that build up was kind of dramatic, but the actual getting ready for the C-section itself, that was pretty damn painless. They give you a shitload of epidural, so you're basically numb from your boobs downwards. Like you literally don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. And they use this like cooling spray to test, to make sure that you are numb. They use a cooling spray and they'll be like, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And you're like, no. Or you're like, yeah. And then they give you more epidural because they're like, okay, it hasn't kicked in yet. Took me a couple rounds and then boom, I was good.
So that's pretty much it for the prep. They drug you, then they read off a list of side effects, basically what could go wrong, and make you sign a consent form, and that's it. You are officially prepped for surgery.
Now, during the whole C-section experience, basically your partner is sitting right next to you, or the doctor will hold your hand. They have a massive screen up so you can't see anything, you can't see anybody, you can't see what's going on, you can't feel what's going on, so it's pretty damn smooth. And the whole C-section bit actually lasts around 4 minutes. Like, it was so quick. The longest bit was literally sewing me back up. I was in and out of surgery in about an hour, so that was good. And hopefully you have like a good team of doctors around you. Like my anesthesiologist, the epidural guy, he was giving me banter, he literally was calming me down, giving me a really good chat, so that was a blessing, thank you. And he's like talking to you throughout the whole process so you don't miss anything, which is great. Whatever your name is, I wish I knew your name, but thank you so much. And then they lift your baby out of your belly like Simba. They pull down the curtain a bit so that you can see a little bit, but I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see shit. But the first thing I remember saying was that it looks like a gremlin because your baby is kind of fat and chunky because it's like swollen. As soon as it comes out, it's like, woo. And Ava was a big baby, that's why she had to get cut out. So she literally looked like the Michelin Man. She looked like that coming out of my head. And when your partner's allowed to take a photo, like a video, yes, they're allowed to take pictures, which they show you later, like, because they take your baby into the next room and they clean her up, and your partner can go in there because they can either choose to stay or go with you. But I watch too many videos on TikTok where I see people swap babies. So I was like, Alex, you better go in that room and make sure that our baby is great. So he went into that room, he took photos, and when he came back out and showed it to me, I was like, this is our baby. And then like my family was waiting on the outside, and the doctors showed my family the baby as well, because obviously they can't come into the OR, so they're watching too much Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, and while they're cleaning you up, they're basically sewing you up at the same time. So the only thing that's really scary about that whole process is that you are awake. You're literally awake, but again, you're numb, you're high on drugs, you can't really understand what's going on, but that was the best thing I ever did. So after surgery, so once you're done and your baby is getting cleaned up and you've been sewed up, like you get like plopped onto another bed and they wheel you out into another room which you stay in for like an hour tops, and that's just to monitor your shakes. That's the side effect of the epidural. You will shake like crazy. I wish Alex filmed it because I literally was like this. And I couldn't even like, imagine this is the water. I was like, Alex. And you're hungry because you can't eat before surgery. You're hungry, you're thirsty, you're shaking, your baby's next to you. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. But I was kind of just amazed. I was in my own world because you're still high. You're still a bit like gone, but you're like slowly regaining consciousness. But yeah, you legit can't even carry your baby yet. So that kind of was getting to me. Like I was getting all emotional, but Alex was right there supporting me, and he was like showing me Ava, like, look, there's your mummy. And I was thinking, time to cry. So yeah, I appreciate that, Alex, love you. And then it's time to go to the ward. But if you're not doing a private one, you're just doing the NHS, then they put you into the ward. Honestly, that was like the best thing they could have done though, because that really noise trained Ava, my baby, because now she can sleep. To be fair, I'm a loud person anyways, but I can blast tunes up to the highest degree, put on a movie. Like I made a TikTok video the other day. Alex was doing work downstairs and the drill was so damn loud, but she was fast asleep. So we thank God for the ward, because the babies are screaming, the mothers are crying, but everyone's emotional in it. It's just, but it's fun though. It's all part of the experience. I really felt like, like I'm in Grey's Anatomy, You know, that's a good one. So now you're in the ward, they put the baby into these little glass containers. It's like a cot, but it's a glass one. So you can see everything that she's doing. You can like watch her sleep, like not in a creepy way, because it's actually quite adorable, because you're so in love. Well, I know I was. Not all mothers feel this way, but I was infatuated by her and I just wanted to be with her 24/7. But you have to be realistic, because you can't move. You legit feel very sore still. And they put these like suction socks. I call them suction socks because they're so tight and they're like knee high. It's to help stop your blood from clotting, because that is one of the side effects that they read out to you before you go in there. They read you out this long list of what could happen, just in case, so you don't sue the hospitals. And you have this like massive plaster over your scar, like right over your belly, to make sure it doesn't get infected and to make sure it heals properly. But you're allowed to take that off literally like the next day. In the shower is the best way to take it off, so the stickiness doesn't rip your skin. You just put some water on that, takes it off. Amazing. Now to help with the pain, we literally give you some strong ass painkillers, which you have to take about 5 times a day. It can be at random times. It can be at 4 AM or 4 PM. You don't know. The doctors really are doing their thing, and they just come around with that little cup and they just tell you and that helps. That is the best thing, honestly, because if you don't take them painkillers, you'll be in so much pain. But them painkillers, I was good. But when you could feel it wearing off, that's when you're like, rah, I just went through surgery. Please give you some more. Please give you some more. So life is great. And to be honest, you don't really know what time it is inside those wards, because you're kind of just like in your own world with your baby. Well, I know I was. I literally didn't even know what time it was. I didn't even know what time Love Island was on. That's when you know there's something wrong with me, because one thing about me is I'm gonna watch that Love Island. And then it's time to start walking. They encourage like mini exercises, so basically just like walking slowly up and down the labor ward. It's a short ward, it literally takes like less than a minute to walk, just to get those legs moving. But again, don't overdo it. My doctor had to remind me a couple of times that it's not going to be easy, it's going to take some time. Like, you just went through major surgery. Do not expect to snap back into your old self, and it normally takes about 6 to 8 weeks to recover from anyways. Like, just because it's birth and labor doesn't mean that you're not going through a serious surgery. So just please keep that in mind, because I was losing my mind at that point. I was thinking, I'm trying to walk, I'm trying to get to where I need to be and hold my baby, like I'm trying to do that. But to be fair, I was able to walk the next day. I was able to hold Ava. I have a video of me literally holding Ava, I think for about 15 minutes tops, without me feeling, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Actually, must have lied. It was like 10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes. And then I just sat down with her instead. That was a good bit of encouragement for me. And I was finally able to take a shower the next day. So I'm still in the hospital. The only deep bit is that there's not really that much space for your partner to sleep with you on the bed. At one point we was like snuggled up, but that was a struggle. He had to sleep on that recliner. That was deep, that was deep. I felt bad for him at that point. But yeah, the next day I was able to take a shower. I couldn't really do much again because you're still healing. So Alex had to scrub me. I couldn't bend over. Alex had to help me put my clothes back on. Like, a lot of help is needed. If you could have your mum there, or your boyfriend, or whoever you're with, your partner, your girlfriend, or even just the doctors, they will help you. Don't feel discouraged. And I was just so happy to shower and not feel stink and brush my teeth. My breath was stinking next level. Alex was literally like he was like, your breath is stinking. And yeah, it stank. That breath stank. It really did stink. But we thank God. Random tip as well, bring as much snacks as you possibly can. I might do a video on what I should have packed, because I literally missed a lot of things, but Yeah. Oh, and also you are bleeding from your vagina, so you will be wearing pads. What I did bring, which was helpful, was I brought these C-section one-use knickers, which you got off Amazon. I'll put the link in my bio, and you can literally throw them away and wear pads, like these thick-ass pads, because you are bleeding. Like, again, you just had surgery, and the bleeding has not stopped, by the way, but it's just gotten less. Now, all about going home. Yay! You passed all the checks, and now you're able to go home when your baby is healthy. They said, yep, you can both go home. So ours was day 3, we was able to go. But most people can go on day 2, but ours was day 3. But that was because they wanted to make sure her birthmark on the back was just a birthmark, but it was just a birthmark. So yeah. So now I can tell you about how fast I have recovered, and I can show you my belly. Let me show you. So this was after day 2. I have a video of me holding Ava after day 2, and this is now. So yeah, I'm not sucking in or anything. This is it. This is the belly. This is the belly. I'm pretty happy with that. It's been a month and I'm actually pretty gassed about that, so yeah. And just think, I don't exercise. Some people was doing up yoga, like that's not me. I did not do not one piece of that. All I did was go for walks maybe twice a week, and they weren't long, and it was walks to the shop and back. I can't even lie, but I feel good though. I feel nearly back to normal. And to be fair, breastfeeding does help with the weight loss, and I am breastfeeding Ava, so we thank God for the natural titties. Oh, and big tip, here's one of my biggest tips: do not go clothes shopping until you're comfortable or back to your normal weight, because you will feel like an imposter in your own body. I went to Zara, I even bought a medium. Normally I'm an extra small, but since the whole, you know, baby weight, I bought mediums and they still was not fitting correctly. So you feel a bit disheartened and you might get a bit upset about it, hee. So if I was you, I just would not, just don't risk it. Just unless you're strong, but I know I was not, and it got to me. Yep. So by day 6, I would say, I was able to go for a walk. I actually have videos of me going for a walk on day 6 from my first week as a mum video, and I literally was walking around the park for about 45 minutes. Like, it was good, and it's all thanks to those painkillers, because they send you a whole load to keep on taking while you're at home. If you're still in pain, you can call up your doctor and they'll give you more. I actually stopped using it after 2.5 weeks because I'm calm. I'm literally calm. But yeah, they give you a bunch of painkillers, and then I had like a set timer on my phone, so we know when to take your tablets, because you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. Oh, and how can I forget? They give you these like needles to put in your belly. They're blood thinners basically, to make sure your blood does not clot up again, and you have to do them for 10 days. And if you're scared of needles like how I am, you would know that that was quite a scary experience, but it actually did not hurt. It's like a little pinch. It kind of feels like the COVID vaccine. If you ever had a COVID vaccine, it feels like that, and it's like a small little pinch, not really a burn, like a little sizzle, so you can feel it working, and then it ends. But I'm scared of needles, so I cried every single time. But yeah, they teach your partner or whoever's there to help and support you how to do it, so when you get home they can do it on you. While yeah, they teach them while they're in the hospital. But I guess if you don't have a partner there, I guess you have to do it to yourself. I'm not too sure. If anyone knows, please put in the comments below, because I'm quite interested to find out how you'd be able to do that by yourself, because that was scary. But anyways, I think I've recovered quite well, as I'm literally 1 month exactly today, and I can literally do all of this. So can you do that? What can you do that? Have you seen a C-section woman do this before? But I am like young and thriving, so that also could be a reason why I'm recovering so quickly. Just saying, because I am 23, which to be fair back in the day was normal, but now it's really not normal. Everyone in my antenatal classes that I went to, they were literally 39, 40 having kids. So I was the youngest one there. So maybe that is why I'm recovering quick, because yeah, it's been 4 weeks, not even up to 6 weeks yet. But it is a big adjustment to not only your body, but to your mental health. So I think now is the perfect time to introduce mental health, because let's talk about that. Now, I didn't really suffer from postpartum depression, and I didn't feel like any neglect towards my baby. I didn't feel like I didn't want to be near her, because I always wanted to be near her, but my anxiety and mental health was more targeted towards myself and my body. Like, I could lie and stand here and say I've been positive the whole way through, but I have not. It has been an adjustment. It's been hard, because not only are you knackered, you have a baby here, and this thing needs to be taken care of 24/7, and I have to say I'm pretty lucky with all the support I've had from my family, but if I didn't have that support, I would have struggled 100%. But yeah, so my depression and my negative thoughts was really targeted towards myself. Like, I was more focusing on the fact that, for example, I couldn't do as much as I was used to. Like, as I said before, you just had major surgery, you can't really get up and go back into your normal routine. So I kind of felt like a bad mother. Like, I can't do all these things for you, so my boyfriend, well, your dad, has to do everything else instead. And then secondly, your body has changed drastically again. Like, you just went from being a pot belly with a baby inside of you, and now the baby's here in real life, but your body still hasn't gone back to normal. Like, it's a bit of a mind fuck, basically. And I can't explain it, but I felt like my body was lying to me. Like, I felt like it should have been quicker than this. In my brain, I was like, I'm young, going down. Like, it went down a lot the first couple weeks, and then like the third week it just started slowing down, and I was thinking, okay, well, why has my belly gone now? Like, why has my belly not gone? Like, why am I still chunky? Why am I still a size medium just about, and I used to be an extra small? I used to be a size 6 and now I'm like just about a size 10, more size 12. So it's a big change for me, a very big change. So yeah, so that was getting to me. That's why I said to not go shopping, because the shopping kind of hurts you. Nothing's looking the way it used to look, so you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? You know? In the most simple terms, you don't feel sexy in it. Like, you don't feel sexy. I didn't really want to go out and meet my friends and like go clubbing like how I used to, like go partying or brunches, because I just felt like I'm not looking cute and I want to leave the house like this. I don't look cute. But I try to remind myself that life is not easy. It's not going to take me 2 seconds. It's going to take some work. Like, once I start to recover a bit, I might just go back to exercising, go back to eating well, and I have to do the best I can to get back to the size that I want to be, which I don't even know what that is anymore. And secondly, I just created life. You just created life. You literally just created your baby's bones, skin, and eyes from scratch. Like, literally from scratch in your belly. That is mad. That is amazing. Like, we are amazing as women. Like, honestly, I don't want to get into a rant here, but we just created life. Are we deep in that? We just created life. We are amazing. So you have to go easy on yourself. That's another one of my tips, I guess, is you have to go easy on yourself as well, because I had all these plans, like, I'm gonna be vegan straight away. I'm gonna stop eating meat. I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna not eat chocolate. Like, screw that. I'm going back to how I used to be like a year ago. But your hormones will tell you something different, because one thing they don't tell you is how you're hormonal. It's next level. That's why as well, people suffer so much from postpartum depression or depression or baby blues, because your hormones all over the place. It's like, again, being on your period, but worse, literally worse. So your hormones will tell you, I want to eat that chocolate, I want to eat that sweetie, and I want to eat it right now. And sometimes you just gotta give in. Sometimes you just gotta give in and then slowly get back into a routine when you feel better. And that's what I'm telling myself. That's what I'm telling myself, yeah. So I'm rolling with that. So, would I do a C-section again? You damn right I would. Oh my days. I would do that all over again. Because first of all, my scar isn't even that bad. And I had a great experience. After all the dramas, of course, that you saw in the birth vlog. But the actual C-section itself, it was lit. So I hope this video has given you some clarity towards C-sections and hopefully helps you decide on if you want to opt in for one, because you can. It is optional, by the way. Like, we have options now. The world has gotten this good. Surgeons have gotten this good that my scar is not even a scar. It looks like a batty crease. This is educational stuff. But yeah, that's it. I've rambled on for about 30 minutes now, so thank you for watching so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next Friday. And yeah, check out my TikTok, because I try to update it as much as I can. But yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Actually shaking. Oh, hi baby. Sorry. Oh, did we hear her? Ah, I just love you. Ah. Okay, I can't do it. But first of all, look at that. Look at my baby. Anyways, 24 weeks. All right. She wants to be involved too. Oh no, looking at the camera. She said, yeah. Sorry. Oh, floppy head. See, you're tired, but you're just fighting sleep. Oh, good. Oh, Ava.